1. Now we step into the minor arcana. The images of the minor arcana are usually simpler and more symbolic than those of major ones. The ace of minor cards look quite similar to one another, and they have similar meanings as well. In the ace card, a hand is extended from the cloud, and is giving you an important item. What you may do with the item is up to you. The card is asking you what you would like to do with the power given in this card. In some cases, you may already have the power within yourself. You only need to figure out how to utilize it. 2. While the ace emphasizes the meaning of each suit, this card represents what we should do first with the item. And it tells us that the most important factor that we need to consider is balance. What to own and what to discard, light and darkness within our mind, internal voice and outside environment, me and others, present and future, cause and result. We will finally have the power to move forward, only when many things are in harmony. Think of other aspects of the problem that we did not yet realize, and consider how we can balance them harmoniously. 3. We are all planned and prepared. The card of 3 usually represents the stable procedure and development of the problem. We may try to go through a new path, or stick to the plan we had set up. We may meet someone who would like to join our journey, or meet an unexpected obstacle and get stuck. Our journey may sometimes be rough, but wouldn't it be better to move forward and experience new things, than to stay in one place forever? We will have chance to improve ourselves based on the various experiences, whether they were enjoyable or painful. 4. While the card of 3 meant procedure and development, the card of 4 represents fixation and stagnation. Of course, being fixed does not always mean a bad thing. In Eastern Asia, the number 4 sounds similar to the death and people try to avoid them, but in Western countries, the number usually stood for perfection. We are at a quite stable status. When we meet the number 4, we complete what we wanted and settle down. However, is it all we wanted? It is time to look back upon ourselves and plan for a new journey to find true self. 5. From 1 to 4, we achieved what we have wanted. The next card represents that we are taking a step back in order to jump forward. We think we have everything, but can it last forever? What we have now will not be there forever. The surrounding environment changes constantly. My urge and will to keep the current status conflicts with others' desire. This card forces us to think of the fact that the true perfection is not a momentary happiness, but that it is something that endlessly moves and circulates. 6. Now that we passed the status of slump, we are moving toward the top in the card of 6. We realized that the material abundance and momentary happiness is not the true completion, and we start over. Until now, we used and changed our surroundings in order to accomplish what we desired. Now, we look around ourselves and think of a way for all of us to advance together. We share what we have with others, and achieve much higher honor and glory. We need to realize that we are not alone in this world, and find what we should do to achieve true happiness. 7. Now that we realize a static life is not a perfect one, we set out on another journey. But we face different problem. What we have accomplished so far is starting to hold us back. We have been in peace for too long that we do not know where to go. We have too many things to dispose them all. But we cannot move fast enough with all those burdens on our shoulders. We have too much to lose. In order to find what we really want, we need to think deeply what we should do, and which way we should go. 8. In general, the card of 8 is related to movement. We have been hesitating for such a long time, and we finally step forward. However, the card of 8 has so many different meaning. It may represent that there is not one definite way to achieve what we want. Sometimes we need to run toward the goal quickly, but sometimes it may be better to plan thoroughly and achieve them step by step. In some cases, you may need to throw away what you have now, and start from the scratch. The important thing is that you are starting to move on, instead of standing there forever. 9. The number 9 traditionally symbolized the completeness in both Eastern and Western worlds. Maybe for that reason, the card of 9 is filled with a number of items, representing that the power of the items is prevailing. We have achieved the success and prosperity with the items, and now we are feeling joy and content. The number 9 is also the last number to prepare for a new beginning 0. We know that the completion is not the end, but a moment in the endless cycle. We must constantly plan a better future by looking back at what we have done till now. 10. Following the completion in the card of 9, the card of 10 stand for the ending and the new beginning. The tarot card prepares various endings for you. You may end up living happily in harmony with others, or you may need to throw away what is not needed in order to start over. Sometimes you fail to find what you really wanted, and settle for a less significant happiness, or sometimes you may need to abandon everything you have achieved till now. What do you think is the ending that you should aim for?